friend. How are you? Do you like my epic new start there? That's pretty cool. It worked. Yay! I'm getting the hang of this finally. So welcome, welcome. We are on the 10th day of live streams, and today we're doing treasures with thread. So we're going to be making some, basically, these are little, I think would be good for largesse or just something small to give away a little token. They would also be good to use in sewing kits. So it's something you could use for yourself as well. So I'm very excited about this one. Let's just get right into it, shall we? Let's see. All right. Okay, so what you're going to need today is we're going to use these all right, so we have these little tiny spools. I'm sure you've seen these around. It's focusing on my face and not the spool. Come on. Well, take my word for it. It's a spool. We'll put it down here so you can actually see what it is. All right. And then you'll need some thread. So I think for me, since this is for reenactment stuff, you're going to want to do something that is historical. So what I've got here is my linen thread, which I love. You know, I love my linen thread. And you could also use silk thread for this. It'd be a really good option as well. So the first thing we're going to talk about is, technically, I can't say that this is what they used in the 16th century, because all the different pictures that I've found, they actually show little balls of thread. So, but honestly, I don't find that very convenient to have in my sewing kit. So this is one of those places where I'm going to do something that's looks like it could have been, it's, like historical looking, So, and sometimes we have to do that as modern people. So anyways, before we get started, I just wanted to say hi to everyone. Hi, Amaris, you're back. Yay, good to see you. Johanna, I see Johanna left us a little message here. Yes, Johanna, we will be doing earlier on the weekend, mainly because I have to work. So. Someday I would like this to be my full-time job, so we'll get there eventually. But I think between the Etsy shop and all the different things we have going on, and when we do, then we can do them earlier in the day. Hello, Kimberly. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we're doing thread treasures. Welcome everybody. And yes, this weekend we're going to go earlier. And just to give you an idea of the schedule, kind of been a little bit playing it by the seat of my pants here, but I've kind of scheduled it out based on what I think is going to happen. And it looks like, let me look at my list here. We're going to be doing some wax wraps. So on Friday, I plan to premiere my next video, which is how to make hooks and eyes. And so I think I'm doing a little thing, a gift you can do with hooks and eyes. So we'll probably pair those together. I'm trying to decide if I should do the video release first and then follow it with the live stream, or vice versa. I don't know. Let me know what you think of that. Amara says she finished her cape. You finished your cape. Now to sew in ends and add those nice, those buttons we did yesterday, 2 days ago. That was the first day, or the 12th day, I should say, the 12th day before, 12th day of life. The first, sorry, I'm getting all wound up. All right. And then on Saturday, it's going to be a really special one. And Mullen's going to join me, and we're going to talk about how to stay warm when you're camping in the cold. As a reenactor, you do that a lot. So we'll talk about that on Saturday. And then I'm going to leave the rest up because I'm still waiting for a few more things, and I got to figure out a few more things but we have some great stuff coming out. So stay with us, join us each time. And the live streams will stay up. I'm not planning on taking them down. This will be up for your use. My little heater down here, I'm going to turn it off because it's kind of loud. All right, so let's start making things, shall we? Okay, so I mean, you obviously know what we're going to do. We're going to wind up these thread spools. So these are just little craft thread spools, and they come, I have different sizes here to kind of show you the differences here. So you can pick these up at any craft store, really. So I'm gonna make my hands bigger. Nope. Gotta figure out how to do this. Nope. Which one makes my hands bigger? Nope. Nope. I don't know how to make me bigger. I don't know how to switch it out. You'll have to bear with me. I'll have to look it up later so I can do it for the next few. So I'm going to need to be full screen for. Okay, so anyways, so these you could probably find Michael's, whatever. You can find them all over the place. So it's going to be a pain in the butt to wind them. There's a couple of options you could do. I have tried. They don't really fit onto my bobbin winder on my machine, but you can make them fit by grabbing a drill and drilling the top. And then you can put them onto your machine and use your bobbin winder. The other option you have is this. We're going to use a drill. I love me some power tools. So the way that I work this is, there we go. Okay. So I just took a drill bit that was close. Oops, let me actually tighten that up. A drill bit that was close. And I'm going to stick my spool on the end. I want to go the other way. Yeah. All right. So I want to do this. I'm going to, super simple. So we are going away from me. So I want to wrap my thread away from me. And really, it only takes a little bit. I'm going to start it at the edge here. I'm just going to hold my fingers like that to get it started. And I'm basically playing the role, oops, can't see that, of my bobbin winder by making the, I have to look at what I'm doing. All right, good enough. And once it's done, uh-oh, my hands are frozen. Okay. Oh, I'm not getting great reception on that. Once that's done, I'm just going to snip it off. Okay. Then you can make a cute little label. And so for this label, what I did, this is actually from some of the favors that I gave away at it's called a vigil, and it is it's kind of like the arts version of knighthood in our this SEA. And so basically you have what's called a vigil before you have your ceremony. You give out little tokens. So this is what I gave out. And so this is my like my little signature, because I do calligraphy too. I'm blurry. There we go. So I just made one, and then I scanned it in, and then I put it, I did it like in little tiles, and then I cut them apart, and then we were able to just tie them on. It's simple. It goes just around the spool and in. So this is our number one option. And you can do it with colored thread. You could do it with natural thread. The next one we're going to do, so if you don't want to go high tech, like a drill is that high tech. So I had no idea what this was when I found this in I'd had it for a while and I didn't know what it was, but this is how you actually wind the floss for bobbins. And so the way this works is it has a little piece here, and you just pop that out, and you would put in your embroidery bobbin, right? And lock it, well, lock. Okay, I think that's good. And then you would just turn this around. And I'm just using I have a bentwood box for my sewing kit, so I'm just using that to kind of hold it. But you could use anything that is. You guys hear me okay? I just realized that my microphone's all the way over there. Maybe that's better. Hold up. Okay. Anyway, so then this just turns and you fill it up with thread. But I don't like the plastic ones. Oh, I just sent that flying across the room. I'll get it later. You know, sometimes I just feel like I try so hard to be, you know, smooth. It just doesn't seem to work out. All right, so what I found was these cool, where'd it go? Aha. See, fell down again. I'm a mess. All right, so I found these cool little, they're just little wooden squares that I found, like little balsa squares that I found at the craft store. And so I'm going to use these instead. And I did find, I haven't ordered them, but I did find some on Amazon that are basically, they are the little actual embroidery bobbins, but they're in wood. Gosh, I am getting terrible. Maybe I should, let me see if I can rearrange things a little bit here. Because this, my phone is not getting great reception. Let me see if I can just do this. Yeah, maybe. Bear with me again. Hot trash fire today. Get this out of the way. Go. There we go. Then maybe you can actually, I don't know why it's not behaving today. Okay. All right. So what I did is I got these little pieces of wood and I'm going to use them now. Here's the problem I had is that they were a little bit too thick to fit into here. So you got to sand them down a little bit. So I have this little block sander and I just give it a light sand until, and you know, I also want, they're kind of rough. They're not finished. So I just kind of went through and did some, you know, sanding up, give them a little bit of a nice finish so that I don't have any splinters or anything. Okay, and then I can put them in my little spinner. The cool thing is you don't actually need the pin to make this happen. Okay. So I think for this one, I'm going to do some yellow. And again, you just kind of start it out by wrapping it around. You just wind. I need like some winding music or something. Yeah, you can totally use a plastic bobbin. It's totally fine. Absolutely. You know, what I'm focusing on more than anything is just as a reenactor when we try to, you know, when we're out doing stuff, or sometimes in the public, we want to have things that look a little bit more like history-wise, but that's just my geekness. That's my nerdiness. That's my thing. You do you. You do you. I have a lot of them laying around too, and believe me. But this is great because, like, you know, if I'm working on a project and I don't want to, and I have like several colors I want to have with me, but I don't want to carry it around, I can just use these. They're nice, and, you know, they don't take up a lot of space. Okay, so now, you know, on the, you notice that it's missing any way to like tie it off. So because these are so lightweight, they're just little balsa wood, I found I could just go in and cut just a little cut in it. And then I can just put it in through that little notch and it's secured. But man, that took quite a bit of time. And if I'm making gifts for people, I don't really necessarily want to take that much time. So here's the cool thing about these. I have a second one all ready to go. I've got my wood in there, right? So they come apart. Let me get my drill back out. What's wrong? I just tighten down on it. Cool, cool, cool. Get it started here. And you know, if you can also tape this if you want. I'm gonna start out slow here. A little bit more on there. All right. And that one is ready too. I'll put a little notch. Notice that I'm not using my sewing scissors. And then, ta-da! And then if I really wanted to do this for like a special sort of gift, I could put a few together. You know, and tie them together very nicely. I'll go this way first. It'll look nicer. Then I can put a little tag on it. And on here, I just wrote down that it was 35-2 linen. And I'm just using a thicker thread to tie it off, but you could use some like twine or something. And there you have it, a cute little gift. So these are what we got going on. Pretty easy, yeah? So there it is. And these are great. Like I think this would be really great to carry around in a small repair kit or sewing kit. You know, kind of like the silverware hussifs or housewife. These would be great. I have of these I've been using for, actually I give these out as little tokens of appreciation at arts festivals. So this is kind of nice. So yeah, there you have it. That is the 10th day of live stream, or the 10th day. It's not really, it's the 3rd day of the live stream. You know what I'm saying. Put you back. Ooh. All right. So I hope you enjoyed that. And I apologize for the poor reception early on that. I don't know why. That might be my, it's stormy outside, so it might be my internet is not great. So I can't believe it's only 10 days until Christmas. I haven't even started shopping yet. I love Christmas time though. I love the holidays. I know for some people it isn't fun, but it's something for me that kind of, you know, it brightens my spirit and makes me happy. So, oh, yeah, a silk necktie chatelaine, huh? So, is it like a necktie like that goes around your neck? That's cool. That'd be cool. Yeah, the wool spools would be great for that. The wood spools, I said wool. The wood spools would be great for that. So yeah, have you all started well, first of all, do you celebrate Christmas, and have you started your Christmas shopping yet? If you don't celebrate Christmas, are Yule, or what do you celebrate? Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, which I know is not Christmas related, but same time of year, midwinter. What midwinter celebration do you participate in? So yeah, I got to get my Christmas shopping done. But I've already started on the gift making for little, you know, these would also be really fun little stocking stuffers now that I'm thinking about it. So, oops, fun. And you could do like silk thread. If you don't want to do linen thread, you could probably even do embroidery thread if you wanted to do something more embroidery related. So, Mars, you finished last month? Oh my gosh, you're so good. Someday maybe I'll get to that point of being that organized. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not that organized. I try to be, but I think I just have too much going on. So I tend to forget things. But anyways, it is what it is. So yeah, I probably will start that. Probably do a lot of it online, you know. I don't have a lot of people to buy for. My family, we'd actually, because it gets so expensive, we many years ago decided to draw names. So I only have to buy something for somebody, and my husband has to buy something for somebody. So that's not a whole lot to do. Plus, and then we have some nieces and nephews, and then my husband's family. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to Christmas. I really do enjoy this time of the year, especially. I like the lights. I love Christmas lights. So, but that's me. Well, friend, thank you for joining me today. I still haven't thought of a clever sign off, so I could say something like, stay cool. Sometimes I can be clever, and when it comes to things like that, I'm not very clever. Okay, so we are at the half-hour mark. So I hope you enjoyed today's little craft. Join us tomorrow when we're going to be doing wax wraps, and we're going to. I hope. I have to figure out how I'm going to actually film that. I have to use fire. So that'll be an interesting. I got to practice that before we can do that. So I might have to switch things around. But we'll see. Yeah, and later next week we're actually going to do a little sewing kit, and so these guys would be perfect for that. So we'll probably be making use of these. So all right, folks, I'm going to sign off. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you tomorrow and the next day and the day after that. If I could find the right button to push. There we go.